This right here is where it's been all night. Inconsistent, frustrating for the hitters. The score dictates it.
So if you're wondering as to what the heck caused Kyle Schwarber, usually a mild-mannered man, to go off on a tirade like that, I have two words for you. Angel Hernandez. And I know most of you guys are like, okay. Makes sense now. What's going on, everyone? It's Fuzzy. Welcome back to yet another MLB recap. If this is your first time on the channel, we talk baseball every single day, so don't be afraid to hit subscribe. Byron Buxton, are we going to have to put him in the conversation for the best player on planet Earth? The Yankees and the Guardians were back at it after the whole debacle with the fans and the players out in right field and even in left field. And then the Reds, yeah, they're trying to not lose their 11th consecutive game, so we're going to talk about all of that right now. A quick reminder, if you're going to any baseball games or concerts anytime soon, head on over to SeatGeek and use code Fuzzy to save yourself 20 bucks off your entire order. All right, let's talk about the walk-offs from yesterday. Someone test this man. Okay, that's a joke. We all know that Ty France is not cheating. Good Lord, Ty France, save some for your teammates, my guy. His 5th home run and 19 RBIs on the season already. The Royals, they get some against the reigning Cy Young Robbie Ray, tying it at 2 runs apiece in the 3rd. And look at this play from Bobby Witt Jr. He is top 1% in sprint speed, and he is making those plays almost on a routine basis. So if he gets that stick going, the rest of baseball is going to get in trouble. Anyways, back to the Mariners. J.P. Crawford's clutch double puts his team up by 1, only to have that lead squashed by Hunter Dozier. That is Dozier's 3rd bomb of the year, and he has been much better since the second half of last year, when he might have been the worst player in professional baseball to begin 2021. Benny Biceps singles home Taylor in the 10th, and the Mariners, they have to keep on fighting, and they do. Jesse Winker ties it up on a sac fly in the 10th, and then comes back up 2 innings later with a chance to win it. He breaks his bat, but it falls, and the Mariners are now 10-6 on the season, and they look like the team to beat in the West. But then again, the Astros and the Angels are both playing really well, so we're gonna have to talk about them as well. The Twins and the White Sox. Life seemed a little bit more normal for White Sox fans as TA7 hits a leadoff bomb and Lucas Giolito was back in action. He was on a pitch count, so be wary of that going forward. Andrew Vaughn grabs his 8th RBI in the 3rd, and the vaunted Twins offense could not get anything going against Lucas Giolito. 4 innings with a whopping 9 strikeouts. You could feel the Twins almost let out a sigh of relief when Lucas was pulled and taken out of the game. And Byron Buxton single-handedly takes over the game, a 2-run laser beam in the 7th, and then he walks it off on a 470-foot bomb off of, not even a scrub, off of Liam Hendricks. Now listen to these numbers. In his last 71 games, Byron Buxton is hitting .313 with 25 home runs and a 5.8 WAR. So if you extrapolate that to a full 162, he would be on pace for a 50 home run season and a +12 WAR season, which would be one of the greatest in the history of baseball, if not the greatest history, when you factor in his speed and his defense. Like, I'm gonna say it, Byron Buxton, when healthy, is one of the top 5 players my eyes have ever seen. Now, I didn't get to see Barry Bonds in his prime with the Pirates, and I was too young to remember him on the Giants, and I was just young enough to kind of remember Ken Griffey Jr. on the Reds. But with my own eyes, I'm talking Ohtani, I'm talking Trout, I'm talking Buxton as 5-tool superstars, and also I'm going to throw in Tatis and Acuna and maybe Juan Soto. Juan Soto is not the 5-tool guy, but in terms of overall megastars, Byron Buxton, when healthy, I mean, he's blossomed into a true 5-tool superstar. Moving on over to the Astros and the Blue Jays, Alex Bregman's plate discipline comes into play, and Dr. Smooth, Michael Brantley jacks one 390 feet in the bottom of the 4th. Luis Garcia was pitching a great game, but he did get himself into some trouble with Zach Collins at the dish. Collins has been raking to begin the year, so you got to watch out. The pitching coach came out, and I don't know what was said, but it clearly did not work. Collins rips a 3-0 cookie directly down the middle over to right field and ties it up at 5 runs apiece. Now, each team traded runs until the 10th, when Lourdes Gurriel Jr. brings home Bo Bichette and gives Jordan Romano the lead. So Romano has converted 31 saves in a row. We know that this one is going to be okay, never mind. Jeremy Peña had other ideas. He has been so good. 3 home runs, a nearly 160 WRC plus, and 4 DRS, so 4 defensive run saves already. I mean, he is legitimately Carlos Correa 2.0 with better speed. So let me know in the comment section down below. Going forward, are you happy as an Astros fans that you let Carlos Correa go because you have Jeremy Peña, or would you rather have Jeremy Peña play another position and kept Carlos Correa? That would never work, but let me know. All right, moving on from the walk-offs, we have the Rays and the Red Sox. Tampa Bay came into this game at 8-7, and they're trying to give Shane McClanahan his first W of the season. Now, speaking of first, Boston scores 2 off a few little singies. Did I just say Singies? I'm sorry. I don't know how Rich Hill is doing this at 49 years old. He's actually 42. I'm being dramatic. But he limits Tampa Bay to 0 runs in the first 4 innings of the game. Choi goes the other way and narrowly misses a grand slam, so he brings home 2. And then Margot puts the ball in play and grounds out to give Shane the lead back. And he got saved by Kevin Kiermaier, looking like Willie Mays out there. I mean, I know Willie Mays is one of the best defensive outfielders ever, but so is Kevin Kiermaier, so I don't feel like it's blasphemy to put Kevin Kiermaier and Willie Mays in the same conversation, at least as defenders. So he shows off that speed, and then Kevin does it again in the next inning. He scores when most wouldn't even attempt to try and steal home here. Yandy Diaz connects for his first home run, and Ryan Thompson collects his first save of the year as the Rays, they're putting up a fight with the Red Sox, and so far, they're winning. The Dodgers and the Padres. Freddie, this was not a cheapie either. That lefty-lefty crime went 425 feet, and add another one. This one came off the bat of Cody Bellinger. That is 2019 MVP Cody Bellinger right there. The swing and the follow-through along with the stance, that's 2019 Belly. But he wasn't done yet. This makes me so hyped up and happy. He stayed back. He got his barrel through the zone again. 2 home runs in one game, and both came off a lefty. He has 3 stolen bases, 4 home runs, and almost 170 WRC plus. Now, I'm talking about Kershaw. He only struck out 3 hitters, so he is inching closer to 3,000. And just for reference, he is 4 away from passing Don Sutton for the most strikeouts ever by a Dodgers pitcher. But the story of the game for me is Cody Bellinger. We might have MVP Belly on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. I can't believe I'm saying that. I'm so happy. The Yankees and the Guardians, another 10-2 ball game. So after that debacle with fans, this was going to be a blowout for one of the teams, and unfortunately it was not my team. So the Yankees showed that they mean business, and Rizzo settled that conversation of who's going to dominate who. The Yankees showed up yesterday. LeMahieu seems to be back as well after a down 2021 season. Even Joey Gallo, my friend, showed up, ripping an RBI double, and then gets Hicks to third, where IKF does what he does best, and he puts the ball in play, giving Garrett Cole a 6-0 lead. Garrett Cole was not pitching angry yesterday. He was almost relaxed. Is a relaxed Garrett Cole even better than an angry Garrett Cole? This was him pregame. He was just having fun belting the national anthem, and he got a laugh out of Aaron Judge. I didn't even know that Garrett Cole had a sense of humor. DJ caps a 3-hit, 3 RBI day with a 2-run pimp job, 7 RBIs, and he's hitting 333. DJ, he's back as well. Cole got pulled after nearly 7 innings. He struck out 9, and the speedster, Tim LeCastro, makes it a 10 spot. So that was not a sweep of a bad team. The Guardians came into that series just sweeping the Chicago White Sox. They had the #1 offense in all of baseball. Give credit where credit is due. The Yankees nearly played a perfect series, and this should be encouraging if you're a Yankees fan, because again, the Guardians are a good baseball team. So when you played that well, tip of the cap. The Yankees, again, nearly a perfect series aside from that little snafu from the fans. But that had nothing to do with the players. All right, let's talk about a few shutouts, shall we? Aaron Nola and Eric Lauer, they were going back at it yesterday. Remember, Lauer is the 4th or 5th starter for Milwaukee, so the fact that he looked like Josh Hader, if Josh Hader was a starting pitcher and had short hair, I just mean that Eric Lauer was nasty. He struck out 13 Phillies. Now, he did get some help along the way from Angel Hernandez, and Aaron Nola also got some help as well. They both kept each other's teams in the game. Aaron Nola ends up going 7 shutout innings, and Segura had his pitchers back. He made an insane play to prevent any base runner from getting on. Yelich barrels one up the other way, but it dies because I feel like these baseballs are just dying in 2022. Schwarber's noodle arm is definitely not enough to keep Peterson from scoring. Speaking of Schwarber, one of my favorite ejections of all time. Look at the hand movement. You look like that one meme of the guy who was talking about the wicked wit. You guys know what I'm talking about. This one right here. I thought Alec Boehm went yard off the bat. I said Josh Hader just blew his first save, but he grabs his 8th save of the year. And real quick, I just wanted to show how bad Angel Hernandez was. Yeah, he had the lowest umpire score of any umpire yesterday. Why does he have a job? I'm not calling for anyone to get fired, but Angel Hernandez is very bad at what he does. The Rangers and the A's, I didn't even realize that Garrett Richards was on Texas, but okay, a sweet little double play ends the first inning, and time to start putting some respect on Cole Irvin's name. He got some help from Piscotty, both with the glove, look at this grab right here, and a mammoth 2-run home run in the 4th inning. Irvin goes 5 shutout innings, only 1 hit allowed. He lowered his season ERA to 3.32. It was a scary 9th inning with 2 base hits, but Danny Jimenez comes up clutch. Look at him. He has 3 saves already, so if he is available on a fantasy wire, you might want to pick him up. And I almost gasped when I saw that the Oakland A's are 9-8. So on one hand, you have to respect the players for showing up, but on the other hand, you have to keep that management in check. They still imploded. Give credit to the players, not the management. What a cute moment. This Baltimore pitcher went to Jared's. Okay, bad joke, but Jared Walsh is really good. He shoots one the other way for a 2 RBI single, and a walk sets up a huge moment for the youngster Joe Adell, and he drives one deep to right. Is it enough? Yeah, the grand slam. Then the wheels fell off for the Angels on the pitching side of things, like so much so that they actually blew the lead. Mancini started the comeback in the 3rd with a 3-run moonshot, and then we fast forward to the 7th because the Orioles, after that 7th inning stretch, they felt a whole lot better. Mountcastle mounts another rally, and then Hayes belts his first of the year to tie it up at 6-6. But luckily for Halos fans, Taylor Ward walks in the go-ahead run, and Joe Madden's crazy mind works out again. He chose not to bring in Rizal Iglesias. He left in Herget and Bradley. They both got the job done, and the Angels are now 9-7 with Cleveland rolling into town. I might go to one of those games, so look out for that. The Rockies and the Tigers, Crone reached on an infield single, scoring Chuck Nasty in the process, and Randall Grichuk powers up for a 3-run ding-dong, allowing Chad Kuhl to settle in. Chad Kuhl only allows 1 run off the bat of Austin Meadows. That was it. Blackman and McMahon, they both bring home a run each on some singles, pushing the lead to 6-1, and Chad Kuhl has been gross. He's not going to cool off anytime soon, it seems like. 2 earned runs in his first 17 innings, and the Rockies are the 4th team in that division to 10 wins. The Pirates and the Cubs, Chicago goes up early, but Pittsburgh ties it up at 2 apiece in the 2nd and the 3rd off a Ben Gamble single and a Yoshi sac fly. Kevin Newman extends the 3rd inning on an RBI double, and Jonathan Villar's defense has been awful to begin 2022. He proves that again, and he gives a free run to the Pittsburgh offense, which was huge considering Ian Happ's home run would have tied it up, but instead, Bednar works out of a jam in the 9th inning. He strikes out 3 for the save, and he was fired up. I mean, look at him saying, F him, just over and over. The Mets and the Diamondbacks, Lindor stays hot with runners in scoring position, 12 RBIs on the season already, and he's hitting .333 on the season. Oh my goodness, Christian Walker sent this one to space, and look at his baseball savant page. Not only is he mashing, he's playing very solid defense, and he's all right with the speed. Marte, he wanted to help out his pitcher, Tyler McGill. He rips a double and then uses his speed to score after stealing 3rd base, and Arizona's horrible bullpen was on full display in the 7th. They walked Jankowski with the bases loaded, then plunked Starlin Marte. Miguel wasn't his best, but he's so good he can strike out 7 snakes and only allow 2 earned runs without his best stuff. JD Davis, I feel like I haven't said that name in a while. He comes up clutch, and the Mets, they are looking very, very good this year. They're 12-5. The Marlins and the Braves, Jesus Luzardo is looking so much better this year. He got some help from the Braves starting pitcher Bryce Elder. Elder walked 6 different Marlins players. Garcia and Cooper give Luzardo a 2-run lead, and yes, Jesus does get tagged for a run, but it was just 1 earned run. He had 8 strikeouts in 5 innings of very good baseball, and he is showing signs of breaking out. Cooper and Wendell, they tag team the Braves with another punch to the gut, 2 more runs in the 7th, but don't you go anywhere because dad strength Austin Riley was at it again, 440 feet. It wasn't enough though because Lewis Head comes in. He was much better than Tanner Scott, and he strikes out 2 to end the Braves rally. The Giants and the Nationals, this one wasn't very close. Jock Peterson hit his first home run of the game. Yes, there's more where that came from. Flores finds the hole between 3rd and shortstop, bring home Brandon Crawford, and Brandon Belt, okay, I'll say it this time, he belts a hustle 3-bagger in the 2nd to extend the lead to 4-1, but Yadiel Hernandez on 1 swing makes it interesting. His 2-run bomb makes it a 1-run ball game, so let's see if the Giants can answer back. Yeah, they do. They popped off for 8 runs over the final 4 innings. Flores and Peterson both come away with 3 RBI days, and Gonzalez and Slater also contributed with multi-RBI days as well. All of theirs came in the 9th inning. And last but not least, can Cincinnati break the curse? They have not had a lead in almost 100 consecutive innings. That changes on 1 swing. Colin Moran, yeah, they stopped the streak at 99 consecutive innings without a lead. Nick Senzel singles in another to make it 2-0, and Naquin's little ground out makes it 3-0. Can they hold the lead? Top prospect Nick Lodolo has one of the nastier sliders in Major League Baseball. He wipes out 7 Cardinals in just under 6 innings. His biggest issue is command, and he did not walk anyone, so good for him as the Reds score another, and Lucas Sims closes it out, ending their 11-game losing streak, and they give Nick Lodolo his first W. That is going to do it for today's recap. Thank you all so much for watching. Enjoy the Web Gems. Why was that hard for me to say?
On the ground, splits the right side. Benintendi is into 2nd. He's making a turn. Kelenic, a fastball on its way to 3rd base, and they got him! He's right there. He's not even to 2nd yet, and a strong throw, 1-hop strike.
There's the bunch shown. He pops it up to the mound. Kendall slides in, and Kendall Graveman makes the play.
He just comes on, good, quick reflexes, made the play, and no advancement, and also
Shift on the infield as that one is thrown behind, and they got him. There's that pop time. Realmuto was aware of it. He fired.
As that one is knocked up the middle. What a play by Espinal. What a throw by Espinal.
Don't have to say anything.
Toward the hole. Nice pickup by Urshela. Wow, did he make that?